Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 122 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly, back again with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out. Cheer!
It's Mr. Denture Face.
Dentures or denture?
Denture. Like,
So now you just fighting random people for just
So you got a dent? You got a dent in your head?
no, Denture Face.
He'll dent your face.
when he's
dent
swinging.
your face. Oh,
So he has the name, and apparently I have the look, according to Hunter.
It's your boy Mo Leaves with a Grouch.
Hey, what's up? They call me Hunter.
How are your weeks?
Not good. Not good. Not
Damn.
good.
Off the gate,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but lost a fellow mechanic from that, so just rest in peace.
Oh, rest in
Somebody,
peace.
so.
Was it
Pretty shitty.
was it on some work shit or outside of work shit?
It was at work, but it was wasn't like from work, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
So a heart attack on the job?
basically.
Mm.
Oh, that was because of work. If I was-
Probably. It could have been like the
Yeah,
schedules
that's
can be
stress.
bad too.
That's
Uh-huh.
stress. That's
So,
stress. Stress on the job.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we hear about drivers all the time having heart attacks.
We
driving.
lost. We lost a driver last week. He got T-boned and he's no
Damn.
more. Yeah, rest in peace to the family.
Yeah, rest
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn, I felt bad. My week was pretty good.
don't feel bad. Enjoy. Be happy.
I got accomplished a lot. Down a couple pounds. My daughter is growing, and my wife is wifing. That's it.
Yep.
All righty then. So just a normal,
Don't you
average
dare.
motherfucking week.
Oh, she was
No.
extra wifing this week, nigga. I was just shit.
No.
She was on her
You
sixth
said-
grade.
Hey.
So hold on.
listen.
What does extra wifing mean?
Oh, we're gonna go straight down that road.
Let's just say,
Andy's been telling you,
let's just say I was taken care of.
Oh Lord. What's that song?
Are we talking about sex or cooking food?
Let's just say I was taking.
This
I
is
was
like
taking,
the third show you started out with other people fucking.
We'll just
My
say,
bad. My bad.
We'll just say that she took good care of her husband this week. That I needed and wanted for nothing.
All right.
So you
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know?
Yeah,
Ain't nothing
that's
wrong
what it
with
sounded like, Kevin.
What?
Stirring the mac and cheese. That's what it sounded like.
off the backboard, right?
I
Well,
don't know. You trying to make me have a different thought of mac and cheese?
right? Right?
Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
Oh, speaking of mac and cheese, we're going to a Friendsgiving, I think tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. So I'll have mac and cheese if you want some. I'm not eating them. But I'll bring you some. She's making it.
How was your week?
So my week was, it was an average week, but it wasn't a bad week. I worked, what I call a week, and here I am enjoying my Saturday, and I don't know what I'm doing after this, but it could either be sitting on the couch or on a motorcycle ride.
Shut up, man. You got that tracksuit on. No, you do.
See?
Hey,
You fresh out of LL Cool J video.
this is me completely lounging around the house right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Because even when I ride a motorcycle, Kevin, I still wear a button-up shirt.
I just want to say that you're doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Doing it well? I thought
So
you were gonna say you could have been, taking a shit or on a bike ride, because that's what I thought you were going with it.
I wouldn't tell you about me taking a shit.
It's
We
a
all
natural
shit.
body. It's a natural body
Right.
function.
No, but
We
I'm
all
saying you
do
said
it.
you could be doing anything on a random Saturday, so I just thought,
So you thought
that's where
shit
you would
over just
start.
that? You thought
That's
shit
where
over
you
instead of
start,
just
and you would end on a
sitting
bike
down
ride,
watching TV?
or the bike ride might cause you to need to take a shit. I don't know.
McFly, you're weak.
Wow.
The vibration might stir up something inside to make you need to use the bathroom.
That is a question for me. Like, if you got the runs, do you ride?
No.
How's that work, Nick?
Nope. No. If
You
you
be
get an
stopping every 2
inkling,
minutes.
you just stop. You just like, nope, I'm good.
Has
Unless
it
you
ever
can
been
get some
to a point?
Imodium in you early enough.
Has it ever got to a point the vibration hit so hard you didn't realize if you had to take a shit?
No.
This is where we at, huh?
No.
Anyway, my week was good. A lot of work,
And bars.
and then
Yes.
and bars. I've been writing, and then I had a song. And shout out to Eugene O'Neill. I had a song that I sent him as a reference track like over a year ago, and then I was checking my emails last night for an instrumental, and I realized, you know how Gmail stacks shit, so it'll layer a message back and forth. So I looked and I said, wait a minute, there's another attachment to this. And it was his response back. And I was like, oh shit, I've been sitting on this shit for over a year. So I messaged him back, my nigga, I need to check my emails more. And then I just released the song. So then I went to I had to go do blood work. So I was fasting for 12 hours from 5:30 the day before at work till fucking yesterday morning, and then I gave blood. Then I went to the gym, and there was a guy that was giving blood that ended up seeing him at the gym, and I was like, nigga, I thought he looked familiar. Then I went from the gym to the dentist, and then they were poking and prodding for about an hour, and then I got stuck in traffic in Temecula.
Nah, that's normal, yeah.
Then I wanted to battle rap every nigga on the freeway.
What
do you mean? Like, roll your window down and like...
Yeah, just give
that's
them,
a YouTube series right
a
there.
quick 6 bars.
That would be
that's a YouTube series right there.
Give him a quick 6 bars, and it's like, is this nigga battle rapping me on the freeway? Yes.
Meet him at the next light. Like, you got a response, motherfucker?
You pull up at the light, just
give him bars and be like, and I'm off. Yeah, but other than that, then I just came home and I took a nap, and then I played Roblox with the kids, and then I proceeded to get anxiety because the game that they wanted me to play is called I can't remember what it's called, but it's essentially you get chased by things. And I said, I didn't subscribe to play a game that gives me anxiety because I get chased. I've been chased all my life. Like, I'm not about to, sign up for it. So I played for a little bit, and then I played, and then I watched some TV, and then I proceeded to record last night, and then now I'm here with you guys. And then apparently Hunter told me this morning I look like I might murder somebody. So
no, it don't look like you might murder. It looked like you have murdered.
He said have.
That I have murdered.
Yeah.
Only on mics. Only on mics.
Racist son of a bitch.
It's not being racist. I mean,
Hunter,
welcome to the way our society
as pro-black as Hunter acts, he definitely showed his white side this morning. That's all
I'm looking at you from a society standpoint.
Society, yeah. Go ahead, society.
Right. I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying you give off that look.
I give off that look.
Right.
You led
gives
with
off,
that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You led with that.
Right.
Damn.
And you give off Diddy vibes, nigga.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. We'll get. I was gonna ask. That's one of my questions.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to school me on that because I keep seeing shit and I don't even know what it's talking about. So yeah.
So I guess we'll get into the shenanigan because that is one of my questions. And fuck it, since you asked it, I might as well get into it. So with the allegations coming out to the likes of Diddy and Russell Simmons, does this impact it or change the way you view your childhood about them? Because honestly, me, it didn't, because I always looked at a lot of these niggas as assholes. And when I see that shit now, it just confirms that I always thought that they were assholes. So like the thing.
I'm gonna just say this. I never really cared for Diddy. I've seen that nigga in person like twice, and I walked by him. Like everybody, I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's Diddy. He don't do shit. He
So
ain't
what is he
nobody.
like? Is he having like
And
Lizzo allegations or something?
Cassie
no,
is basically saying that he assaulted her and raped her for 20 years.
for over 10 years.
Or yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And it was some of the allegations were supposedly he would beat her, and then leave her in a hotel room for like a few days until the bruising heals, so no one would know that he had put hands on her. He used to pay male sex workers to have sex with her while you watch.
It's awful. It's awful. I never thought he was a good person. So, but
Then,
I mean, I guess it goes to I mean, the slaps are the slaps. Like,
but when you
gotta
hear
separate.
things like that, does it like because the Breakfast Club, shout out the Breakfast Club, was talking about it, and one of one of their guest hosts was a female talking about her abuse past and saying like for people who have been in those situations the kind of effect it does to the mind. I tend to, when I hear things like that, I do start to think about what frame of mind could you have been in to violently hit that point to where you said I'm decided to come forward, because in this day of these allegations coming up, you also have the people that make false claims too. So it's like it's kind of hard to navigate because you might be so seriously telling the truth and people look at you and go, yeah, for sure, you're just trying to get a cash day or a cash grab. Or so it's like, imagine that, trying to navigate telling something truthful and realizing that a lot of these people won't believe what you're saying.
At that point, it don't matter what they believe, you just got to do it. Like, you got to do it. Like, those people, if it's true, like, fuck those people. Like, that's just what it's got to be.
Facts.
Like,
I always thought Russell was weird anyway, nigga.
Yeah, because his shit too. Yeah, like it's like a lot of these niggas is coming out, and you're finding out that they were. I was like, and when I listen, I'm like, I'm not shocked. That nigga seems like an asshole. He seems like a piece of shit, and it's amazing how these people reach such heights of success because they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, and they just allowed it to go.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, also you do kind of have to. Well, I don't know, you don't have to, but I do kind of like side with the victim unless I feel like it's some outlandish shit, like
like that Nelly allegation.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Because it was like
what happened with
that was a few years ago where a girl claimed that Nelly raped her in a Walmart parking lot in his tour bus.
Oh, I do remember that.
And I was like, I'm gonna have to hold off on jumping to that conclusion because it just seems so odd. And I was like, of Nelly of all people, don't seem like he needs to forcefully get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying, why
I could be wrong.
Why are we in the Walmart parking lot?
Is what throws me off.
That's what threw me off. I said, nah.
Would it be different if it was a Target parking lot?
Yes.
It's in the parking lot. The parking lot.
Got a little bit more class, a little bit more upscale. Target.
Now, if she would have said behind the arena while he was on tour, okay, now okay, let's look into this.
At Walmart, he could have just looked like Nelly. You know, it could have got looked like Nelly that did it. You know, but when it came out, I was like, I'm gonna hold off on that. I was like, but it's Nelly. This is Mr. Tip Drill here. I don't really think he has to worry about forcefully taking I could be wrong. That could be his kick.
Oh yeah, they can do that, but I'm like, I'm with on that. Yeah, the placement.
Let me wait.
Yeah,
and then Kurt showed to find out it wasn't true, and then he countersued for
he should
defamation of character.
He should. She should be arrested for that.
When I see stuff like that, it does make me go, huh? So my suspicion's right. That nigga's asshole, or yeah.
Oh yeah, who'd he slap? He slapped Steve Stout back in the day. Like, Diddy was on some wild shit where it just you could tell he thinks he could get away with anything.
Well, you gotta realize in the 90s or early 2000s, Diddy could get away with it.
He did get away with anything.
He got away. Same thing with Russell. In the 80s and in 80s and 90s, Russell got away with everything.
These are assholes and that are deeply rooted in hip hop history. So it's interesting to see that, because when I look at when you listen to J. Cole on the off season shit, and he said he got into it with Puff and the I'm like, I can see that shit. I feel like Puff would be the guy that if anybody was gonna throw hands with in the industry when I came across, it'd probably be Diddy.
Didn't he fight Drake?
I
think he fought Drake. I thought he slapped him. I'm pretty sure he slapped Drake or some shit. Where
so this nigga just a serial slapper?
Yeah.
Is that where Will Smith get the inspiration for? I'm gonna seriously slap niggas. I'm
on my Diddy.
I'm on my Diddy shit, and he's like, I don't even know what that means. Oh, we know now.
But the scary part is him willing to do that to the likes of Cassie. Then he probably has.
I mean, it makes sense because Cassie was trying to have a career. She had that one album, and then she disappeared, but they were always seen together in public. I mean, hey, the timeline is there.
I just know it might sound like a hating side, but when I heard that Cassie was with Diddy, I was like, this has to be to help her career because she don't need Diddy as far as a relationship wise.
Yeah, that's yeah. That kind of goes to it.
I'm just saying, if the Alexander, if they're true, I hope that they both ride out.
Yeah, and I mean, think about it. I don't know if you remember Cassie before she was linked to him.
I remember Cassie.
She was a certain way, and then all of a sudden, when she got with him, certainly she had this bad girl image, and she was cutting half her, the Cassie cut, and then she was doing all this weird shit that wasn't lined up with what she originally was. But suddenly on this, she had this like super aggressive approach to her. Like I feel like Diddy had a lot to do with that shit. And yeah, he's a piece of shit. So next topic, I guess, because fuck him.
Yeah, lock him up. Put him with R. Kelly.
How much of your child's success do you take credit for?
In what regard? Like,
I say all of it.
You take credit for all the success?
You should. I mean, where else would the success come from?
I mean, they do the shit on themselves. They do the shit on their own.
Yeah.
But
what if
when I say all of it, when I say all of it, for the progress that they're making, it has to be on the back of you realizing that you did a good fucking job and for them to be able to navigate towards their successes. So if they get to a certain height, I'm not saying you take credit for their success, but you're saying I take credit and saying I did that shit. Now they're realizing and learning things based off of what you gave them or the advice or the providing.
You instilled in them the drive to be successful.
Yeah, but not. When I say all of it, I mean I'm looking at it from like a bigger web spectrum. Like, hey, like the fact that they're doing that was based off of the essential learning blocks I gave them from get go. Not to say like I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, you didn't get that shit because of me. You got all that shit because of me, but like not that. Like, but like
I can agree with that.
You take pride and pat your back. Like, yeah,
I get what you mean there.
I'm instrumental in helping them get to that point.
I can agree with that as long as I don't have to take credit for the faults.
I think you got to take both. But I don't know, because there's the kids who do it without good background and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I get what I understand where you're coming from with that. Like it's a different view of it.
My child would do something she knows she's not supposed to, and then said to me, I know I'm not supposed to do that. She literally said to herself yesterday, I don't know why I have such a hard time listening.
But you can take credit in the fact that she was able to identify that in herself. Like she took credit enough,
but that
responsibility and maturity to say, you know what, I do have a hard time. That's a prideful moment.
Yeah, but that let me know that she knew exactly that she knew she was supposed to be doing what she was doing.
Then you take pride in how smart she is.
Yeah.
They know that. They know
she's clever for sure.
Then you take pride in knowing that she's clever. You see what I'm going with this? Because you got to take the things where you go, man, like,
but taking pride isn't taking credit. Like,
but you're just prideful in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's because it's taking the credit is a harder one, because I'm like, there's shit they learn without my guidance. You know what I mean? So
the shit they pick up at school.
But that's cool to see that.
Even with that, I think like when they navigate things at school, and then like there's some bad influences, but they're able to like overcome it, and pretty much your tutelage or learning or teaching them of things made them get over that. You're like, oh, so you got through that shit that happened with your classmate, and you didn't actually go down that path with them. You actually chose what the parents said, and you're like, oh yeah, I did that shit. That was me.
My daughter went to shits.
We already established Andreas has hands.
Oh yes, he does, and he quick too.
I think Alaric might be a different beast.
He's biting.
That motherfucker bit me. Ooh, shit! It took everything we were not to fling that kid off the bed. I said, motherfucker, like he hit the shit out of me because I was holding him, And I went to look back for something, and I was holding him by the waist, and he leaned forward and he bit the shit out of me in my pec. Ooh, shit! And he has those two bottom teeth there, so he lashed onto to the top of my pec. Oh my god,
that sounds.
So I almost.
You know what's funny when you think about
Heisman that kid? Shit.
It almost makes you think, what was their thinking at that moment?
I don't know, but he was smiling and he thought it was hilarious. I said, "No, the fuck, that was not funny. Like that shit hurt."
I mean, because we're humans, so we.
Now
think
I'm on edge every time he get close to me. Like, hey, this ain't another action for you to bite. Like, no, you better stay the fuck away. Like, give me 2 feet. Shit, like.
I'm laughing because I can see your reaction.
That sounds
that shit hurt.
That sounds really painful.
And he caught me because he had never did it before, so he caught me off guard. So when he leaned forward, I was like, oh, he's just trying to he bit the shit out of me.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that there's a reason why I have worn a shirt around the house since Phoenix was about 4 months.
He bit through a shirt, nigga.
Ain't gonna get me again.
He bit through a shirt.
He just straight bit you. Just
yeah. And I looked at the little saucy wet spot on my pec, like, what the fuck? Like, anyway.
Now, not to go crazy deeper. Where did he learn that? Or was that just a response to something?
It's not a response.
I don't know, but I took credit for the aggression. That was me.
So I mean, he's at the age where he's gonna start intimidating stuff.
Yeah.
At 8 months, they intimidating shit.
Huh?
Intimidation at 8 months.
He's with the shit.
No, not that. I mean, imitating what is.
Imitating.
Imitating.
Yeah, he was imitating. He was imitating the natural breastfeeding response.
Me and Kevin thought the same thing.
Whatever.
Okay,
no.
back to it.
That sucks, though.
What did he say, Kevin?
His bites is all nothing but power.
Kevin, what did he say? What did he say? What did you hear, Kevin?
Well, I was picturing him like looking up on shit. I was like, damn, you think he just already like, hey, motherfucker, get up.
I was like, who is he intimidating?
Hey, damn, my butt.
The other 8-month-old.
I was like, Eddie having a square off with
It's happened. It started to happen.
Maybe he's right. Maybe he knows.
I'm troubled by that evil ass grin he gives me after though.
Well, I always say when you post the pictures of him smiling, I said, he's playing, y'all. I said he playing. I said he could do some foul shit and then hit you with a little mouth grin. He's like, oh,
it wasn't me. It's me, baby.
Oh,
it's Lauren. I would never do some shit like that. Come on. That was a different 8-month-old that looked just like me. I didn't bite you, baby. That was a different baby that did that shit.
He's like, but you the only one in here. Nah. I said, yeah. I said he got them good with that smile. I already see it.
Oh, yeah, the youngest, no. They know.
I just saw that. I was copying and pasting. I just saw that question. I don't know. Should we talk on that question? Okay, let's talk on that question.
Do it.
How do you deal with the good friend cheating on his wife?
Oh.
I looked at that shit like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because how do you cross that where you're like, hey, no, I feel like all you can do is say something like, hey, are you friends? That is another one.
See, my thing is, I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm friends with anybody's wife. I'm cordial because I'm friends with the husband.
Yeah, but people get married that you knew before. Like you don't know anybody who you knew before that were friends that you were friends with. They got married. Oh well, then never mind. Let's just use that scenario. Let's just use that scenario.
All my married friends is I was friends with the dude, not the guy.
Yeah. Huh.
I guess I'll ask another question after, but I think it depends. Yeah, it depends on the relationship of how you know them. Because if you're just friends with the husband or the man in that scenario, then I ain't saying shit. I ain't see shit.
Well, let's change the whole scenario, make it easier. If you're only friends with the man,
I'm gonna say something to him.
I'm gonna say,
something to him.
I'm gonna say, hey, motherfucker, you fucking up, and if you're not happy this way, there's better ways to go about it.
But I'm gonna say is I'm definitely not gonna get in the middle of that shit. I'm gonna give him some advice.
I'm not in the middle, and I'm not co-signing.
Don't call me to be like, hey man, I was over at your house. Like,
that just happened to me.
Well, there's another level to that shit.
Oh, somebody got you?
You know,
it was one of our classmates. He's your class, your year, Kevin. And at the time, I was working for the city of Riverside. I was a master of the custodial arts in the day, and then I was working at UPS at night, right? So in the middle, I would stop at Little Caesars to get like something to eat. So one day I was walking into Little Caesars, and I had to wait for the pizza, so I went to Rite Aid to get something to drink that was right down the way on 17B, Maurice. And I fucking walk. I'm standing there, and his girl walks out and goes, "The fuck are you doing here?" I said, "Excuse me." She goes, "You're supposed to be in so and so with you're supposed to be in Laughlin with so and so, and he said you go to do there because you guys are doing a show." I said, "Huh? What? Wait, what?" Like I was so caught off guard. I was like, "Wait a minute, Nick! Like, don't throw me in the middle of your lie and have me out here looking crazy as fuck." Because she caught me like I was like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" Like,
and that's a crazy.
But you just brought up a good point. There's levels to it. If nobody knows anything, and he doesn't bring you into it, well, okay, I get you. The way I look at it is, if I saw them unbeknownst to him, I wouldn't say anything to him. If we bumped into each other at a spot, I would say something to him. I wouldn't even say nothing to him until he said something to me. Because if he was a good friend, he would talk to me too.
I mean, I only know they cheating if they tell me, because I'm not checking on their relationship.
So no, you didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear what I said.
Bump into him out somewhere?
If you see him out,
right?
Hey, for all I know, that could be a cousin or a friend.
And you saw them both together, I wouldn't say anything until he said something.
If you assumed it was a cousin or a friend and they were making out, nigga, I don't know.
They necking, then.
Well, I mean, if they're doing anything like that, I mean, if it's obvious that they are together, I wouldn't say anything.
I've seen that happen to a friend of mine where their
I don't know,
their mom's new husband was with somebody and caught at a movie theater, and
I will say something. To him.
It depend on my level of petty. Like if that motherfucker had pissed me off a couple days before, I was like, "Hey man, how your wife doing?"
Oh, you wildin'.
Nah, that would cause a whole different event of throwing hands. That's a canon event, nigga. Somebody's death might happen.
No, that wouldn't phase nobody. That wouldn't. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't phase nobody.
What? If somebody said that in that moment, shit. Okay.
If you're friends, then it's not taken in that kind of way.
That's we say.
The only time I would ever say something to somebody is if they drag me into their situation unbeknownst.
No, that's something.
That shit. That shit to me like a motherfucker. Why would you throw me into a lie?
Right.
Because that's part of
me into your lie.
Sorry. That's part of my talking, though. Part of my talking to him is going to be that, too. It's like, hey, this is my boundary now. Like, do not put me in this shit.
Right.
Like, you moving foul. If you don't call me to come over for dinner or nothing, because fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that now. Like, you on your own on that one. We still homies, but that shit don't mix now.
Like I said, up to that point, I wouldn't say anything because it's none of my business.
I don't know. I said, nigga.
It ain't. I agree with that. It ain't my business.
I get you.
All right.
Blindsided me with some shit. I said, whoa. And then she was with her girlfriend, so they were really like on some turn up shit. And I said, did I fuck this shit up for this nigga? Like, is this shit about
No. He fucked that up for himself because he should have told you.
Yeah, but I was just like, I knew that nigga was a shit. I said, ooh.
But now,
on the
other side, on the rest of that question is, if he did call you and ask you to lie for him, would you?
I'm gonna say no.
Nope, I ain't in it.
So why did you just say you could have told me then?
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna at least let me know when they're gonna blindside me, not to be like, because I was like, nigga, I'm minding my own business, and now I'm getting blindsided by some shit. Like
I said, if he called you and told you and asked you, would you?
Don't tell.
I would just be like, well, that's some shit. Something happened. I gotta go. But it was something where I was like, why are you asking the question? Then I realized that the web of lies was coming, and I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck, like.
So basically, that's a no.
Yeah, because if I, at least I know when I see her to walk the other fucking way. Like, hey, this ain't got shit to do with me. But when she saw, I was like, hey, what's up, so and so, and then it was like, what the fuck you doing here? Ooh, what?
Right, but I'm saying it's still a no, even if he called and asked you, it's still a no.
Yeah, still, I would have just avoided.
Okay, first of all, that's the worst lie in the world.
No,
like, you're
well,
like,
hold on.
hey,
No,
he's out of state.
You're not getting what I'm trying to get at this. You're not getting what I'm trying to get at this moment. When you didn't know about the lie, you were upset that he didn't tell you. If he asked you for it, you would still tell him no.
I was not upset that he didn't tell me. I was upset at the fact that I got thrown in the middle of some shit that had nothing to do with me, and I was blindsided by it. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, nigga. Like, why are you putting me in any like? Why am I coming up with conversation, my nigga?
I'm not saying that you're upset. It's just the fact that it bothered you.
It didn't bother me. It just kind of threw me because I was like, when I saw her, I was like, hey, what's up? And then she was like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, what the fuck did I just walk into? Like that's what like caught me. Like, what the fuck did I just walk into? Because I'm trying to say, hey, how you doing?
That. My thing is don't involve me in nothing that it changes the way I have to move.
Yeah, like, and especially if it ain't got shit to do with me. Why would you put me in some shit I had nothing to do with? Like, anyway.
So I'm just saying, so it's funny that we say you could have let me know or gave me a heads up, but then if they would have asked you, you still would have said no. So
yes, again, I say my heads up would mean I know not to see. If I saw her in public, to know I'm just gonna walk the fucking other way. This ain't got shit to do with me. Like, as far as that, like,
why would somebody tell you get that? Why would somebody give you that kind of heads up then?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna put my name in it, give me a heads up to know. If I see somebody, I'm like, they ain't got shit to do with me. I'm walking this way. I'll see her on the other go around and say hello.
So,
I ain't got shit to do with this.
If the person called you up and said, hey, Andy, can you do this for me? You say no.
Yeah.
What would you
That's
change?
not me. That's not me trying to lie, keep their lie going. It was me literally saying, I want nothing to do with whatever fuck you got going on.
Right. I think you're missing what he's saying. It's more like, I don't want nothing to do with it either way. The heads up is nice. It's a good courtesy because you told a lie with my name in it.
So the answer is no, you would not cover him if you saw him. So why, like I said, I get it, but it doesn't make sense at the end of the day because you said no. So even if you saw him in the street or whatever,
but that's for your own. That's for your own thing, though. That's your own. That's a courtesy at that point where it's like, hey, I put you in something, and you are about to be involved in some shit, but you should know instead of you about to be involved in some shit that you don't know nothing about.
Fucking scenario that works in.
What?
I just showed you one.
What are you talking about? You think if he saw her, he would just be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
But I'm just saying, if he told you and he walked there, how would you change your actions?
Yeah, I would. He's telling you, he would have dipped the other way. She would have not seen him.
Stay clear of it because they ain't got shit to do with me.
But I mean, you wouldn't even know they were there though. That was a random spot.
But the thing is,
I get that.
But I think that what he's saying is that if had he known, he would have been on the lookout for her.
Wouldn't have approached.
He would have, like you said, he would have about face, like, oh, let me get the fuck out of Dodge before she recognized me, type shit.
Yeah. So you would, or if she said something, you just be like, I'm out.
Yeah,
but he's not stepping away to help him. He's stepping away so he's not in the goddamn drama.
That's right, because it ain't got shit to do with me.
So you saw them coming in, standing in McDonald's, you would stop and not go into McDonald's now.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Yes. I would go in. I would still go in.
Thank you. You would still go in.
I would go through the drive-thru, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna just go through the drive-thru. I ain't got time to do it.
Hunter, what Andy is saying is that he would do everything in his power to avoid the drama.
Yeah, and that's what I'm asking. What the avoid
I'm gonna go in there and start shit because the motherfucker he shouldn't put my name in the shit anyway.
But he didn't put their name in the name. He already told you and gave you permission. He asked you and you told him no. No. Why would you go in there and say anything?
You're not giving me permission. The fuck out of here with that. There ain't no permission. You giving me permission to lie on you, nigga? Like, the fuck out of here.
Right. So
you should be giving me a heads up.
No. But I mean, the heads up is a though, unless you.
I think this is gonna be a revolving door to the same shit.
Let me use it like this. It's like it's like going to the joke I tell about going to somebody told me they were having a party and I should come, and then he was like, some of the guys are in the KKK. He didn't have to tell me that. I could have just found that out. But that's a courtesy because I'm about to possibly be in some shit. Like, it's damn near the same shit.
Not somebody else's relationship that you shouldn't actually be in at all.
But they put you in it. Once they brought you in it, you're in
like
it
this.
now.
It's right. It's just like when motherfuckers post their relationship online. You've now invited everyone online into your relationship. So now everybody online can have opinions about your relationship because you're publicizing your relationship. So what Andy is saying is don't involve me in this shit. Keep that shit to yourself.
What if she
And
responds
again, I
differently?
understand that, but
What
I'm
if she
saying,
responds differently?
would you actually move different?
Yes, because she could. How do you know how she gonna respond? She might see him be upset.
If I saw them in a restaurant,
Next
I would
topic.
walk in,
You're
No, I just think and I'm basically what I was just trying to say at the end of the day. Everybody mind their fucking business.
Anyway,
But in that
next
situation,
topic
you
is
can't mind your business because she in your business. She bringing it to you.
No, she's not in your business.
how do you
I
handle a
know.
friend with addiction?
Addiction to what?
Hey, mind
Drugs
your
or
business.
alcohol or
I
whatever.
just
Listen, mind your business. That's what you do with your friend with addiction.
Hey, and that could be a legit answer because
what is your level of
some
friendship?
people don't want to deal with it.
I think it depends on what the addiction is.
Yeah.
Drugs or alcohol.
What's your? What do you mean, like level of friendship? I think.
How close you are to him?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like you gotta have.
Well, here's my thing. By when you say friendship, we got to be close because I don't consider everybody my friend.
Right, I do too. We got to at least be on a normal kind of talking situation to where we talk, but we might not see each other very often, but we talk enough to,
I would say
same approach.
Same approach. You got to have the conversation with them. But again, like with addiction, from what I've seen, nothing's going to change until they're ready to change.
True.
So you can have the conversation with them, but if they're not ready to change, and a lot of times you just got to support your friend from afar. Like I
so
can't
really, there's no reason to have the conversation because it ain't going to change them.
No, so really, it's almost the same thing as the last conversation.
You have the conversation.
You still set your own boundaries,
right? Yeah, you have the conversation to set your boundaries and let them know how you feel and that you want better for them. But outside of that, you can't make them move a certain way. But all you can do is relay how you feel, and you can relay your position on the situation. That's all you do. And then from there, you remove that yourself from there.
A lot of times, conversations do come with you setting boundaries for yourself. No, nobody said that.
You don't stop.
Yeah, that's exactly where you're leaning at when you say
how?
it.
No, you don't stop. No, you don't stop talking to them. You don't support that behavior. So when they call and they say, "Hey man, I need a cold bucket," I can't help you with that. Now you need some food. I'll meet up with you, get you some food, something like that. But I'm not giving you no money. I'm not buying you no booze. I'm not buying you no drugs. I can't help you with that.
Yeah, if we get in the car, don't pull that shit out, start smoking that shit in my car. Like none of that shit. That's a boundary.
Yeah,
that's not talking to somebody.
No, I know, I get that, but I mean that's a different situation. I understand that.
No,
but I mean, if you only had an occasional phone conversation and not very often in person, then
if we're only having an occasional phone conversation, you're probably not a friend.
Well, you can still be friends. You can be distant friends to the point to where,
Just then how the fuck you know about the addiction? Yeah. Like what the fuck? Like how you know what the level is? So they calling you like, hey, I'm smoked out. You know what I'm saying?
What if they're addicting to dicking? Like they just they love dicking things down and like they have sex problems.
Well, I mean, as long as they're out there and it's all consensual, support them.
Like damn, you just fucking anything that moves, huh? Okay.
Hey, as long as it's consensual, as long as they ain't no Diddy shit.
I hate to say that.
That's the new saying, Diddy.
I feel like there's some acceptable addictions.
List them off, Kevin.
I mean, like you said, if it's all consensual and you just fucking and you just,
what if they're a motherfucker that has a bunch of kids around?
Yeah, they Nick Cannon.
If you taking care of
as long as you knock it out right, as long as you do it right and it's acceptable. But if it's just raveling out of control, then it ain't acceptable.
Like, man, I got a problem. It's like, yeah, nigga, you need to wear a condom or get a vasectomy or something.
You can keep fucking.
For the record, I just want to point this out. This is the one time where the guys made it sexual before I did.
No.
Yeah, you did.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
there's a lot of sexual addiction. Like there's a sexual addiction is a thing. So
you're right, but you
doesn't have to just be substance
bring
abuse.
this topic to a sexual point. Just pointing it out. Usually it's me that does it. This time it's y'all.
I literally am burnt out from the last topic. So if sexual addiction is where I go,
yeah. This topic is the same as the last topic. I feel like we're gonna be just. So mind your business. All right, roger that.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, how do you? No, No.
Cool
Okay. Is that? Do we? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, the next topic. Can you be a supportive and not approve of at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
As long as you don't bring anything that's going to connect us in any kind of way.
That's going to what?
Affect us as a couple. Like if you need $1,000 to start whatever you wanted to do, yeah, I'm not going to be supportive that way.
If it's something you don't agree with.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know, nigga, the way my checking and savings is set up, either way, I could support your business and your idea, nigga. I just ain't got the funds to support it in that way. But I'm supportive. I believe in your vision, my nigga, but I can't afford it.
Yeah.
A large bites.
Yeah, I mean, what was I thinking?
Everything that Angie's ever wanted to do, I've always supported her in.
Oh, we're talking about supporting
Even
our
when
partner?
What the hell are we talking about?
Oh,
period.
I thought we're talking about support like people, period.
Yeah, it don't have to be a partner. I mean, it's cool to take it to that.
Why would we support other people? Fuck them.
Damn. Well,
I love my black people. I'll support it when I can.
Yeah, I'm talking about supporting your I would think your spouse.
I love my minorities.
You know, it ain't like that. I'm just saying.
I support my wife 100%. And a lot of shit she does. I'm not into a lot of shit she's into and don't understand half of it, but it makes her happy. And if she's happy, that means she's not stressing me. So I support her to support me.
Let's take it to like something you just don't agree with.
Then you don't support it. But I mean, you don't
like OnlyFans?
OnlyFans is a good one. It's a good one.
Like I get why you're doing it, but I support. I just don't agree with that shit.
What if she's doing some shit where like, do you? Because just the stigma of being OnlyFans.
That doesn't have to be sexual.
There's people on OnlyFans without sexual shit. There's motherfuckers on there cooking. Like it's wild.
All right, whatever, bro. Whatever you want to say.
What?
But if somebody, I know there's people doing things on OnlyFans like that, but for the
OnlyFans was designed for that kind of content. The strippers just came in there and made it a sexual website.
Yep, and that's mostly what it's
the same thing with Peloton. Peloton was designed for you to offer like premium like classes and service and show your life doing a certain skill. And then they make it people, and then the sex industry, like they do everything else, they rush in.
Peloton, Street Finder,
the bike people,
not Peloton, Patreon.
Oh, I was like, I'm about to go buy a bike. Like what?
Patreon. Yeah. So I mean,
what bike would you buy, Kevin?
The one for the naked instructors. The naked instructors.
Oh. I thought there was like a special bike seat.
No, not like a dick bike. Not a dick bike.
Yo,
no.
See, Kevin, you gonna fuck around? They gonna start that shit. It's gonna be naked cycling. You gonna watch some naked chicks cycle? That's gonna be a class.
What kind of bike is this? Like, how much is it? You said there's a reserve list? Sign me up.
Hey man, you cool? You've been spicy. You spicy today, dog.
That nigga ain't been cool in a while.
You ain't ate no pork rinds in a while. What's going on?
That nigga turned all the way up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would be supportive even if I don't agree with it, as long as you don't bring me into it.
Okay, I feel that.
You kind of
we lost Andy. We lost Andy. He's done. That is out.
I feel that.
Fucking Kevin.
We lost him.
This nigga's fuck.
I mean, it's true. Like that's what I thought.
We lost him. He's gone.
He said you ain't had no pork rinds in a while, bro.
Sorry.
That's fucked up, Kevin.
I apologize.
That's fucked up. I would have said chicken over pork rinds. That's fucked up, Kevin.
Oh, the fried substance.
But I was thinking with like the cheese and stuff. I was like, I thought higher. Like, I was like with the cheese.
You had pork. You can't say that's fucked up. You had pork rind nachos, nigga. Don't act
but I wouldn't be missing it. I wouldn't be missing it.
You said you're having some withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah. This is what we do with our friends with addiction. You ain't your pork rinds, nigga.
You know, like I said, I would have understood that if he said fried chicken. You
That's
know,
not true.
because supposedly I eat a lot of fried chicken.
You do.
So,
that was funny.
You do.
But yeah.
All right. So with that being said,
are we really
going to end on that note? We're going to end it with pork rinds.
Yeah.
With that being said, this has been episode 122 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Once again, I am Stud McFly, back again with these three guys.
Mr. Dent Your Face. Yeah.
Your boy Molito. It's your boy Molito.
This is Mr. In Your Face.
Wow.
Bus.
I don't know. I mean, if you have a greasy face with the pork rinds and face. Yeah, I want you in my face. You know?
Pause.
With that being said, everybody take care and have a good day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. I mean, do we say happy Thanksgiving anymore?
Yes, we just said happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy dinner. Enjoy
comment, hit us up.
Put that pumpkin pie in the trash.
Like, comment, subscribe. We love you guys. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.